Hello students, welcome back to the online video classes. In the previous class, we have discussed the economic importance of plants. We have discussed about the food grains from which we will get the nutrition. We have discussed the cereals from which starch is obtained, pulses from which protein is obtained, and oils, spices, vegetables, fruits and beverages like tea and coffee. We have learned the scientific names of all these crops. Now, today we will discuss the economic importance of animals. So, we are domesticating animals for obtaining various products like milk, honey, lark, pearls and many other products, and they will also decide the economy of the country. So, they have a very huge economic importance for a country. So, today we will discuss some cultures in which various organisms are reared, grown for getting economic benefits. So, first of all we will discuss the apiculture. Apiculture is the culturing of honey bees. The group of honey bees are known as swarms, and we obtain honey and beeswax from the apiculture. So, hiving and culturing the honey bees for obtaining honey and beeswax is basically apiculture. Various hives, honeybee hives are made for culturing the honeybees. These can be natural or as well as artificial. We obtain a large amount of honey from the artificial honey hives. So, there are two advantages of culturing the honeybees. First one is the help in pollination, that is they will help in culturing pollination of crop species, and due to the increased pollination the crop will be increased. After the pollination there is one more advantage of getting beeswax, which is used for cosmetics, and honey, which is very high energy nutritive value liquid, and it can be used as a preservative. So, apiculture is culturing the honey bees for getting honey and beeswax. After that, sericulture. Sericulture is culturing organisms for thousands of years like silkworms. So, to obtain the silk, so weaving and making the cloth from that thread of silk is started first in China. Now it has a large scale industry which is present also in other countries. It is culturing the silkworms for obtaining the silk. First of all, it was obtained in the China, and after China and Japan, India is the third most country in the production of silk, in which a insect, that is Bombyx mori, is used, which feeds on the mulberry plants, and after feeding on the leaves of mulberry plants they will secrete the silk. The glands which will be used for obtaining the silk are silk glands, and these are the modification of the salivary glands. So, the liquid silk is obtained from in the form of cocoon and is approximately 1200 to 1500 meter long. So, the quality of silk will depend on the plant and the insect on which they are feeding upon. So, the caterpillar, that is the larva, is first of all formed, in which there is one pair of salivary glands which are also known as silk glands, and on the exposure to the air these liquid threads will convert into the hardened structure. So, the pupa is formed from the larva, that will form the cocoon having the protein, that is fibrin and sericin. The outermost part is made up of the sericin protein and the inner part is made up of the fibrin protein. So, this was all about the silk glands, the structure of the insect, the pupa, larva stages of the insect, and the silk which is obtained from that caterpillar. So, it was about the silk. Then the cocoon, the weight of the cocoon is 1.8 to 2.2 grams, and the length of a caterpillar is 7.5 centimeter. The female is larger and longer than the male ones. Then the next one is the lark culture. The lark insect, that is Lexifer lacca, will secrete the resin substances. So, a tree on which this insect feeds upon, then they will secrete the resinous structure, that is the lark, and In India, the lakh is obtained from the crop that is the Rangini crop. 50% of the production comes from the Rangini crop. So the male lakh insects are smaller in size and the females are larger and pink in color. They will feed on the different plants, and the quality of plant, the wood of plant will decide the quality of the lakh. The lakh is also secreted by the lakh glands, and there are two methods for production of lakh. First one is the old common method. In the old common method, it is ancient as well as non-scientific method in which the whole crop will be destroyed. So due to the whole crop destroyed, there is the damage of insects, and due to that there is a loss in the next season crops. After the old common method, there is a modern method in which after a regular interval of time the lakh will be obtained. So research about the lakh and the lakh production and obtaining the lakh from the plants, various methods are used, and the research is going on in the Indian Research Institute, Ranchi, Bihar. So it was the research institute for obtaining the lakh, and the lakh is obtained by the insect that is Lexifer laca. Then the next is the fishery. Fishery in which fishes are cultured and reared. It is the proteinaceous, highly nutritious and easily digestive food resource for the organism. The good quality of breeds of fishes will have the more nutrition and more quantity of protein. So nowadays India is among the 6th. In the case of seafood production, India comes in the 6th position, and West Bengal, Bihar and Orissa has the industry of fishes for approximately 1500 years. So fishes are flourished in the fresh water and in the marine waters. In the fresh water, the fishes are rohu, that is Labio rohita, katla, that is katla katla, and mrigal, whose scientific name is Sirhinus mrigla. So these are the fishes which are obtained from the fresh water and are used as the food in many parts of our country. So the freshwater fishes, the native fishes are rohu, that is Labio rohita, katla, that is katla katla, mrigal, that is Sirhinus mrigla. So after them there are also exotic fishes, that is common carp, that is Cryprinus corpi. So these are the fishes which are exotic, that is obtained from another country. If there is proper temperature, light, oxygen and water flow in the pond, then there is maximum production of the fishes, and the natural food of fishes are the microscopic aquatic plants, animals and the artificial products like husk of rice and bran of wheat, pieces of the grain. So this was all about the fisheries, that is culture of fishes. Before that we have discussed the apiculture, that is culturing the honeybees, then sericulture, that is culturing the silkworms, then lakh culture, that is culturing the lakh insects for obtaining lakh, and then fishes that are proteinaceous, easily digestive and highly nutritive food source. Our new discussion is about the animal husbandry, that is the branch of agriculture which will deal with the study of domesticated cattle in their habitat, their health and breeding. So the branch of science or agriculture which will discuss the domestication of the animals, their habitats, their food habits, their health and their breeds will be included in the animal husbandry, in which mainly it is very important for an Indian or an economy of any country, especially the Indian economy, in which there is maximum contribution from the milk production. So today we will first of all discuss the dairy industry, in which various cattle like buffaloes, cows, goats are included, which will help in the production of milk. So it is a very beneficial business in which first of all we are discussing the buffaloes, which are very important for in terms of milk production. So some good breeds of buffaloes are Jafrabadi, Murrah, Surti, Bhadawari and Mehsana. So these are the breeds of buffalo. These are the Jafrabadi, Murrah, Surti, Bhadawari and Mehsana. After them there are good breeds of cow also, that is Gir, Sahiwal, Sindhi, Devki and Haryana. These are the breeds of cow. After that there are breeds of goats, that is Sirohi, Barbari, Kashmir Pashmina and Jamnapari. These are the good breeds of the goat, and these all helps in the production of milk. Then the poultry. Poultry which are used for rearing the eggs and meat in the ancient times. So the tradition of eggs and the chicken itself is included in the poultry farms. So these eggs are very useful for maintaining the protein requirement in the body. So India ranks 5th position in the world in egg production and also helps in getting protein from the chicken. So the rearing of the fowls, that is the hens and chickens for the egg, is the poultry. It will include the food which is used by the hens are the maize, barley, pearl millet, wheat and jowar. After the poultry there is another industry, that is wool industry, in which we will obtain the wool. Wool is also obtained from the rabbit, that is Angora wool, but here we will discuss mainly the wool which is obtained from the sheep. So wool is prepared from the hair of sheep, as you all know, and for that purpose the sheep are cultured and domesticated. The color of wool will depend on the sheep as well as the climate in which it is surviving. So the breeds of the sheep are Lohi, Nali, Marwadi and Patanwadi. So these are the breeds of sheep which are domesticated, and in Rajasthan is also an important state in the wool production in across all the country. So after wool industry, now we will discuss the corals and the coral reefs present in oceans. These are the polyps and the organisms of the phylum Coelenterata. Except from the Coelenterata, there are several mollusks which also secretes the exoskeleton made up of calcium carbonate. So the calcareous rocks or mounds of shell which are formed from these, in which the calcium carbonate is present as a shell like structure. It is also having a many types of organisms present in a very small space, so the diversity of these organisms are also very high. After coral reefs there are pearl culture. Pearl culture, in which mollusks will produce the pearls that are very precious and will be obtained in the oceans. The pearl is obtained from the organism, that is Pinctada, and there are also some cowries and buttons which are obtained from the oceans. So thousands of tons of mollusks are used every year for obtaining these precious pearls. They are produced, which are white shiny ball like structure. So pearl culture, in which there are culturing of mollusks for obtaining the pearls. So this technology of culturing for pearls is developed by the Japan, and in which Linga pearl was considered as best and obtained from the sea oyster. So these were the culture which are used for the economic beneficial of humankind. Then there are some other uses of animals, like for obtaining the different colors, the various colors like tannins and eocinol colors which are obtained from the dry body of some scaly insects which will present on the cactus. They are used in the cosmetics. These colors of tannins and the cochineal colors are used in the cosmetics. Then the scavengers. Scavengers like termites and cockroaches which will feed on the dead bodies and they will decompose them and help in environment cleaning. Then the third and other use is medicinal use, in which there are several substances which are obtained from insects and animals which have the benefit roles in the medicinal purposes. First of all, prevention of hair fall, which is obtained from the insect, that is blister beetles, which will secrete the medicine, that is cantheridine. These are the medicines which are obtained from the insect blister beetle, which will help in prevention of the hair fall. After that there is another acid, that is caraminic acid. This will also obtained from the cochineal insects and help in curing the whooping cough, a disease which is caused by various organisms and treated by the carcinamic acid obtained from the cochineal insects. After that they will also help in curing the nerve pain of the face and head. These kinds of uses, that is scavenging uses, medicinal purposes and the color. Apart from these, there is also the animals, as you all know, are used as a food, like mainly the fishes, frogs, snakes are used as the foods, lizards are also used. Pollination in plants. Honeybees, beetles, insects, wasps are used in the pollination of plants, and due to that pollination and fertilization, it will lead to the increment in the crop production. So, with the other uses of animals, we have completed our discussion on economic importance of animals and plants. In the plants, we have discussed the food sources, medicinal values, the timber and fiber yielding plants, vegetables and fruits yielding plants. Then we discussed the economic importance of animals, in which we discussed the cultures of various organisms for obtaining the economic benefits. First of all, apiculture, that is culturing the honeybees for getting honey and beeswax. Then sericulture, in which culturing the silkworms and obtaining the silk from it. There is modified silk glands and pupa will form the cocoon, which is approximately 1.8 to 2.2 gram. Lac culture, in which there is insect Lexifer laca, which will secrete the resinous substances on the tree, and by dissolving it we will obtain the lac by two methods. Old one, which will lead to the destruction and damage as it is a non-scientific manner, and the modern method, which is a scientific method and will leads to a better crop management. Then fisheries, in which freshwater fishes are rohu, labio rohuta, katla, that is katla katla, and mrigal, that is Sirhinus mrigla. And there is also one exotic species, that is Crypinus corpi, that is common carp. After that, in animal husbandry, there is domestication of buffaloes, goats for the milk production. Then in poultry, there is domestication of hens for the egg and chicken. Then wool industry, in which there is domestication of sheep for the wool. Coral reefs, in which there are polyps of mollusk and they will form the shell of calcium carbonate. After that, pearl culture, also again mollusks are domesticated for obtaining the white shiny precious pearls. And after that, we have discussed the other uses of animals, that is for coloring in cosmetics, scavenging, medicinal uses as a food, and pollination in plants. So we have discussed the economic importance of plants as well as of animals. Thank you.